Hello, I'm Chris Anderson from Discover Muscatine. We're here as part of the Discover the Candidate series with Don Lampe, who is the candidate for the First Ward of City Council. As part of our Discover the Candidate series, we do give each candidate 3 opportunities to engage with the community through a written questionnaire, this interview, and then a guest segment on the Muscatine Today show. Normally, we would put them all together for you in one place. However, Don is running unopposed, so he'll be the only one in this interview segment. And so he was still gracious enough to come in and talk with us so that you guys could all hear what his thoughts are.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we'll go ahead and jump right on in. Why are you running for city council?
It's a common question about why you would want to get involved in stuff like this. I've always looked at it as it's my way of giving back. The community, I've lived in the community for almost 50 years, the community and the businesses have done a lot for me, and it's my opportunity to take some of those learnings from the business environment and give back to the community. And it's also a desire for me just to want to get involved with the community and see the community continue to improve, continue to grow and do the things that we've all wanted to do. We all want to have a safe environment. We all want to see a diverse environment. We all want to see a growing community. And that's why I want to get involved, is to see that type of effort and work continue.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Many people aren't entirely aware of the responsibilities of the city council. What do you feel is the most important thing for people to know about what the city council actually does?
What the city council really does, the council members themselves. First off, we try to represent our constituents in our wards and stuff, so we try and get the voice of the people that we represent and bring that to the government of the city. So really it's about listening to those constituents and being out amongst them and rubbing shoulders with them on a day-to-day basis, and then bringing that together as a group and saying, okay, here's what I'm hearing in my ward, what are you hearing in yours? How do we make the community better? Here are some issues that we need to address. How do we address those issues? And just, as a group, and it really is a group effort, it's the entire council. It's not just one person or anything like that. It's a group of people getting together, talking about and working toward betterment of the community and bettering the lives of the individuals within there. And obviously, from time to time, addressing issues or concerns that may come up.
Thank you. What do you feel are the strengths of the current council?
Of the current council?
Yes.
I think they've done a really good job of bringing forward things that have started the growth and kind of vitalization of the community. Recent events, the watermelon slice, got a lot of positive PR and stuff in the community and even around the world. If you listen to it, people were calling from all over the world saying, hey, what's this watermelon slice thing about and stuff. So I think the current council has done a really good job of working toward that, of saying, hey, how do we get more people to come to Muscatine? How do we make it more attractive to people to move to Muscatine? And that's through safety of the just safety of the people that live here, through a diverse world out there, through affordable housing and things of that nature, providing opportunities for recreation, because it's not all about work, as we all know. It's sometimes we do want to go out and play and stuff, and you need to have those types of varied opportunities for people, for them to really get involved and really look around and say, yeah, I do like this community. It is a place I would like to live. It does have the business opportunities that I need, and bringing those types of opportunities forward. So I think the current council has done a really good job of working toward that type of an agenda and that type of a goal. So I think they've done a really good job of putting the groundwork in place to move that forward.
What do you feel are the weaknesses of the current city council?
I would say, some of it is, and again, this is just me learning. I'm still, what I don't know type stuff. But I think one thing that we could do better, obviously, is listen more to the constituents out there, to the people that really we represent. And that's a hard thing to do because, there's a lot of people out there. Even though we're a small community, it's still, hard to do. So I think it's always a challenge to bring all of those different ideas forward, and that's one thing I would encourage, the listeners to make sure that they do. Make sure you communicate to your council member. Make sure you communicate to the mayor, to the city admin and stuff, so that they know your views and stuff like that. So some of it is, I think it rests on our shoulders as private individuals to make sure that our council people represent their viewpoints and their ideas. So I think that's something that we all could do better, not just the city council, but that we all could do better as private citizens and council members, is really, let's talk about how do we make this community better and grow it.
Thank you. Ensuring all citizens, regardless of their resources, are part of the process is a key to a thriving community. What do you feel can be done to better ensure that all people of Muscatine feel like they are part of the process?
Yeah, one of the things that I've done over the past 15 years I've worked with Habitat for Humanity here in Muscatine. So during that period of time, we built 10 homes approximately. That has given me an opportunity to see different individuals within the community, those that are working and just struggling to try and get along, as well as those that are able to contribute and stuff in there. So it really does take that kind of broad spectrum to allow all of the citizens to participate. And I really do think it needs to be all citizens. It doesn't need to be just this group of people or that group of people. It needs to be all people. And again, I go back to, I think it's the responsibility of the individuals to step forward and make sure that their voices are heard and stuff, and get to know your councilman, get to know the people that are working in city government, so that you do have a voice in there and stuff. So it is, as private citizens, I think we're called to get involved with government and make sure the government is doing what they want in there. And again, it's got to come across all spectrums of the people that reside in the community.
The city of Muscatine continues to face a housing shortage. What do you, and obviously it's not just the city's, isn't alone in trying to fix it, but what do you feel the city can do to help stave off the shortage?
Yeah, and that's a common theme that as you go around the nation and you go around, especially through rural communities and stuff, is what Muscatine would be considered. You go through that type of a community, housing is a key component of, wow, we just don't have enough housing. And as I spoke earlier, I've been involved with Habitat for 15 years. We've built homes for those individuals in there, trying to provide them affordable, dependable, reliable homes at an affordable price. So yes, everybody's got to do their own little part in there. All of the nonprofits, all of the city governments in there. So I think we have to look at it from a government standpoint, from a city council standpoint. We also have lots of underutilized property around the community. How do we take that underutilized property and turn that into affordable housing? Not only for, at this price range, but also at the other price range as well, through the entire spectrum. What do we do from a city council standpoint, and how do we take those underutilized properties and turn that into additional housing that, attracts the workers for the businesses and stuff like that, and attracts, teachers and policemen and stuff like that? We need to make sure that we're working toward using those properties and our resources, whether that's time, whether that's funds and money. How do we, harness all of that and really focus on housing within the community?
One fun one for you. What is one thing that the voters may not know about you that you would like them to know?
I guess I would say there'd have to be two things. Number one, Habitat for Humanity. Working within Habitat for Humanity has taught me a lot about the community. You get to see, individuals that are working super hard and just can't quite get over the hump, just can't quite, make everything in there. And if we're, from a Habitat for Humanity standpoint, we're able to walk along and give them kind of the hand up in there, and man, you're able to see the trajectory of that family change and say, wow, I was here, and now because of this, I can now afford to put my kids in band. I can afford to put my kids in sports. I can afford to, I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep or what I'm going to do. So yes, I'm passionate about Habitat for Humanity. The other thing is I raise honeybees. And honeybees, believe it or not, can teach you a lot about management, about getting along with people and everything else. They also can be rather aggressive on some days. I've been stung many times in there. But honeybees, it's just a group of creatures, a group of animals that are all saying, here's our common goal. How do we achieve it? There's really nobody saying, hey, you go do this, you go do that. It's really about, as a common goal, it's just like, well, this needs to be done, therefore I go do it type stuff. So I think, honeybees in themselves are just fascinating creatures. I could sit and watch them, just do their stuff, all day. But it also, I think there's some life lessons as we watch a honeybee do their work.
Awesome. Well, Don, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
stopping in. Folks, you'll be able to see this interview on PCTV, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, but also you'll be able to see Don's answers to our questionnaire for all the candidates on discovermuscatine.com, and then he'll be on the Muscatine Today show as well. So feel free to check all those out, and don't forget to go attack the rest of the day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.